3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, good morning, good morning. I've done lost connection again. What kind of craziness is going on? How's everybody doing today?
Good, brother.
We're terrific, Stephen.
Says somebody left the mic on. Reckon who done that? We got a hot mic.
I don't know. Could be mine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. You got Topper with us. How are you, Pat?
I am good, Stephen. Did you send me?
Don't hear you, Pat.
Where's Pat?
Oh, man, we don't want him.
You got his.
No volume. Morning,
Did they
Dave.
put the volume on?
There we got it. Never mind.
Okay, I got a question. Did you send me a text this morning?
I did. I sent you a text this morning. You want to read it out loud?
What the heck? Yeah, I want to read it out loud. I love you.
I love
Is
you.
that what you? Is that what it says?
What?
I love you.
That's it says you're an idiot.
You left that part
Says
out.
you're an idiot.
I love you. Keep reading.
I got one that says I love you, and that's all.
No,
Oh, wait. Whoa. What'd you send Emily? Hold on a second.
It's got a little heart too, don't it? Got a little heart.
It's got a little heart, little guy with hearts up for eyes, right?
I was just trying to make you feel better.
You're scaring the heck out of me, buddy.
Sneak in from the south.
I'm glad I'm not in the studio.
Oh man, I reckon y'all had the main man on with the EMC. Looks like the election's coming up on that.
Yeah, the annual meeting on September 13th over at the Young Harris College athletic facility there.
Right.
That's a Saturday. Starts at 8 o'clock and should be done by noon. So, encourage all the members to attend.
Yeah, get over and get you some free stuff.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, they used to get,
Prizes, right?
yeah, I remember back years ago we'd go when I was just a little feller and you'd get like ice trays. Do y'all know what an ice tray is? That you put the water in and you
Of
put.
course.
Yeah, but nowadays nobody knows what that is because everybody's got ice makers in their refrigerator.
Yeah.
That's called progress.
Progress.
Yes,
Yeah. So I
progress.
don't know. I reckon the only one is I think Ray Cook's the only one that's got some opposition, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna tell you-
surprised about that too.
Yeah, I am too. I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm gonna harp a little bit for Ray Cook, and if y'all can, I support Ray Cook. He is probably the most honest person that I think you'll ever find. I mean, honestly, Ray is. And if anybody that knows Ray knows that what I'm saying is true.
Yeah.
And I support Ray.
My observations, he's the one that is most prepared for every board meeting. The ones that I've been able to attend.
Yeah. Ray's a good guy. And so if y'all, I'm asking for support for Ray. I guess I can do that.
Wait a minute, Stephen. Do you really want to do that? When was the
I know
last
most
time
time
you
I do
endorsed somebody?
Yeah, I know.
Didn't Ray Cook send you a check to get you to not do that?
Yeah, he did, but I ain't got it. It wasn't but $8, so I
Paid. Paid non-endorsement.
Yeah,
Stephen, what I want you to do is explain to me and some of the listeners out there that maybe don't know why they should care. I get these emails from the EMC, Blue Ridge Mountain EMC. It says, this election thing is coming up, and I'm like, okay, that's neat. Delete. Tell me why I need to care about this election. Give me the scoop.
Well, it's a membership organization. We're all members of the Blue Ridge Mountain EMC, and you need representation. Just so if you got an issue, you need somebody to go to. Okay, so you've got these board members from your area, right?
Sure.
Just like Ray Cook, so you can go to Ray and say, "Hey, Ray, look, man, I've got a problem." You see what I'm saying?
Like what? My lights went out.
Well,
what kind of problem? What kind of problem am I
never
gonna have?
know. I mean, you never know. I mean, you can have a tree about to fall over your line or something like that.
Okay.
You need somebody to call, and
Well,
I guess it's nice to call in, but it's also nice to have somebody that you can actually, in your direct line.
Well, I hear you. This is a sincere question. Like I
Right.
said, I get the emails like everybody else. Hey, you make sure you're ready to vote for this thing. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm voting for and why. So
See,
I
that's
know you got
sad.
some insight. You
Yeah.
can encourage us non-voters or non-interested people to maybe
Well, it's no different.
participate.
It's no different in government. I mean, you vote for your representative for your area, your district, right?
I don't ever even think about my electric company ever until I pay my bill.
Yeah,
That's
unless you
it.
get your
And then I never
Until
think
your
about
lights
it again.
don't turn on.
right.
I don't think about them ever, except like for about 5 minutes, because that's how long that stupid automated phone call takes to
Mhm.
pay my bill, and then that's it. And I don't ever think about them again. So
Mhm.
I just need to I need to reevaluate this. It sounds like.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
You
okay.
need representation.
Okay.
You definitely need
Well, fair. I need
representation.
to study up on this.
I'll represent you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh boy, that's gonna work good. Yeah, that's gonna work real good.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
Yeah, but anyway, I guess I don't know if I should endorse Ray Cook or not endorse him.
No, please.
Did he pay you not to?
I just wondered. Now, all jokes aside,
Yeah.
I've known Ray since he was little, and and some of the stuff that he has done, just like he's in the racing business, and back in the day, he actually come with a beer sponsor, with a lot of money to sponsor him, and he said no, because I said anything that I'm going to do in the racing, I'm going to do it for the Lord, and I don't feel like that'd be the right direction.
Right on.
And for anybody to have enough, I mean, when they throw money in front of you.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
It's hard to say no.
well, okay, Lord. I'm a Catholic now.
There's an exception here.
You'd be like, the Lord put that opportunity in front of me.
Yeah, I'm a Catholic now.
He did that.
Yeah. But anybody to do that, I mean,
Yeah.
especially in the racing business, that tells you what kind of
Sure.
person you are.
Stand-up guy.
Yeah. I
Very
mean, and you don't have a lot of that anymore.
Yeah.
You don't. People just go whichever way the wind blows. And so
So, Stephen, look at this. Packy gets the morning off, and what's he doing?
He's working.
Changing light bulbs and being the janitor.
Sure is. Look at
He's
that.
working.
yeah, that ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Oh, anyway. All right. I guess we need to get to a short break because we got a lot to talk about. We have got this church shooting, Blue City violence, and we want to get on that because that's a big deal. This is crazy what's going on in the world. So y'all hang around. We're going to be on the other side. But we'd like to thank Rose Auto for bringing you the show today. We appreciate them, no doubt. And like I said, we'll be back on the other side. Take it away, Mike.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. A 29-year-old man is in a Wisconsin jail for sex crimes, including the enticing and trafficking of a Hayesville minor with whom he also allegedly had sexual intercourse. The Clay County Sheriff's Office tells WJRB that Adam Vladimir Gurney of Janesville, Wisconsin, enticed her on the internet app Discord and drove her to Wisconsin. The sheriff's investigation began August the 12th. Clay County authorities alerted Wisconsin authorities who saw the two of them together at his house. The girl, who is a teen, was safely located, turned over to her father, and Gurney was arrested. He will ultimately be charged in Clay County with, at minimum, felony child abduction as the investigation continues. He will face the Wisconsin charges, then the Clay County charges. The interstate nature of the alleged trafficking might include federal charges, too. And a Brasstown senior bonded out quickly after he was arrested for sexual battery in Clay County last Thursday. Warrants accuse Martin Cupp, 76 years old, of, quote, engaging in sexual contact by holding, by hugging, and kissing on the lips another person by force and against the will of the other person, unquote. The victim is 16 and they do know each other. Cupp's bond was $5,000. WJRB 95.1 covers Clay, Cherokee towns, and Union counties. For the latest news, be sure to follow our Facebook page. And I'm Jeff Batten.
Warmer weather is coming, and that means you've got 50 places to go. And you're still in love with the truck that will get you there. So spring forward with accessories from Rose Auto in Blairsville.
Rose Auto.
Bed covers, towing systems, steps. Rose Auto has what you need to do it right. Just up from 515 on the Murphy Highway. Rose is the only way to get your ride to a ball game, a fishing trip, or an overnight camping trip.
Rose Auto.
Type in Rose Auto Accessories on Facebook. We're next to Mike's Seafood.
You've been hurt. It wasn't your fault. But now the insurance company wants to settle fast for as little as possible. I see it all the time, but I never get used to it. I'm Daniel Duello. I help people across North Georgia stand up to insurance companies and get what they're really owed. Before you sign anything, call 706-603-3036. The Law Office of Daniel R. Duello. On your side when the insurance company isn't.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
Shiny new appliances are great until they're not. Mechanical gadgets weren't meant to last forever. That's why we all need a fix-it guy. Introducing Harvey Jackson in Blairsville. You know Harvey Jackson for appliance sales, but they install it, haul it away, and fix it all too. Even if you didn't buy it from us, factory-trained technicians get the game on. The clothes washed and the food cold again. So for appliance repairs and service, go to harveyjackson.com or Google Harvey Jackson in Blairsville.
The secret is really getting out. The Tin Roof Country Store and Creamery has become that little shop with all the specialties you love and the shopping experience that's one of a kind. Did you know the Tin Roof has now added coffee, hot breakfast items, and popping boba teas? The Tin Roof is open at 10 a.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. on Saturdays so that early risers can't get out the door and into their favorite Blairsville day starter. The Tin Roof Country Store and Creamery in the Merchants Walk. The shopping experience that's one of a kind.
Nothing shines brighter under the Friday night lights than a brand new Ford, and no better place to buy than Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. Take advantage of models in stock and on the lot at Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. From the moment you walk into the showroom, you'll know our commitment to customer service is second to none. Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville, 1493 Highway 64 West, 828-389-6325, and online at jjfordhayesville.com.
The weekend is getting closer, and a trip to Bell Mountain or the lake is always a possibility. Make sure your truck is accessorized by Rose Auto in Blairsville. Bed liners, LED lights, and more. You want to be a pickup man? Do it with Rose Auto in Blairsville. The only way to go.
All righty, now we're back with you. Mountain Moaning Show. The moaning they moan about every show is not on YouTube. They don't want the evidence of the derangement. I love it. I love it. Maurice, I'm telling you, no doubt. So anyway, we have had a church shooting, and that's what everybody's talking about.
Yes,
it's a transgender again.
Yeah,
if I can say that. What blows my mind is, and I'm quoting this from Cat Turd. I love Cat Turd. I know more about Robin Westman. That's the guy that did the shooting.
That's right.
In 13 minutes, more. I say in 13 minutes than I know about Thomas Crooks in 13 months.
Yeah, good point.
What's the deal with that?
Very good point.
Yeah. So how about that? They got it. What's wrong, Pat? You look all upside down there.
I'm fine, Stephen.
Okay, I'm just checking. But anyway, so what do we know about this? We know that they were it's a church, and they were
Catholic church.
Catholic church.
Yeah,
they were in prayer.
Mass.
They were kidding.
Yep.
They were having mass. Is that what it was?
First mass of the school year.
That's right.
And then this guy or girl, did they? I mean, now that he's
it's a guy, dude. Come on,
guy, girl, Shim.
Look at him. Look at him.
I don't know what he is, but now when it says man, right?
Well, he identifies as they're going to say he's just girl, I guess, even though
So how many does it? It's about two dead.
Two, and
two
then
dead,
17 I think,
injured.
that are injured.
Yeah. And it was a transgender.
Yes,
and now
without question.
And now all the Democrats are hollering.
So here's the deal. So his mother worked at that church
right
years ago, and then he officially changed his name to what is it, Robin? I guess, here in 2019.
Right.
So he's been in this new state for quite some time now,
mm-hmm.
and so he goes back to this church and unloads on these folks. But he has a manifesto apparently.
Yeah.
The police have confirmed that, and also he put a video out there on social media that's subsequently been pulled down. That's and apparently it's him. I think my understanding when you read the news on it is I don't know if you actually see this person in the video, but you hear them talking about what they're going to do, and you're seeing some notes and some bullets with things written on them and guns and all these kinds of things. And so that's what we know so far. Plus, he actually names in that video a guy that's running for Texas. A Congress position,
right?
Who's a Second Amendment advocate, but that guy, of course, has come out and totally slammed this person and says he doesn't know him. But that's what we know so far.
Well, we do. Okay, let me ask you this. I got this thing. Denver shooter was trans.
Yep.
How many more? Nashville shooter trans.
Yep.
Georgia shooter trans.
Yep.
Philadelphia shooter trans.
Yep.
Our Aberdeen shooter trans.
Yep.
Iowa shooter gender fluid.
That's trans. Come on.
You're supposed to leave the trans out of it.
What is the? What is gender fluid? Gender fluid?
Today I'm a boy.
Yeah, just
swinging
back and forth.
The next day I'll be back to a boy.
Because your mind's broader than everybody else. So
Colorado shooter trans. I'm trying to get Minnesota shooter trans allegedly. So yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Let me tell you.
But wait a minute. Okay, so here we got all these trans people, right? but all these Democrats are worried about rednecks with AR-15s.
Here's
I didn't see one redneck in that.
I will say this: I'm gonna play devil's advocate to what you just did there. And there's been multiple instances of this here in the past few years.
Mhm.
However, there have been probably the same amount of instances, or similar numbers over time, of people that would be seemingly normal from our perspective. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe some right wing folks, maybe some guys that are big time flag wavers that maybe they hate liberals or whatever. So my point is, you have a broad spectrum of people that have gone and done these heinous acts. But the thing that binds them all is this: they're all crazy.
Yeah.
Whether they're on our side of the political spectrum or the other side, they're all nuts. And therein lies the problem: is that you have a mental illness problem in this country. And what's particularly troublesome about this thing yesterday is that this is a known factor. This clearly is a person that has a mental issue, and this has been known for a while.
Mhm.
And now he goes out and commits this crime,
Mhm.
and there is a defense of this person's craziness that's starting to happen right now because of how he identifies. So
Well, I'm with you. I think,
honestly,
it ain't nothing but the devil. I mean, that's all
true.
it comes down to. And then, and then trans, I'm sorry. I feel like that there's a mental issue there.
Sure, of course there is.
That's the point.
Look, you don't give people who are bulimic or anorexic liposuction. You don't give someone who thinks he can fly, you don't attach wings to them surgically. If a person has this sort of mental illness, you don't feed it by giving into it. You give them the therapy they need. Look, God designed us in his own image. Who are you to take that away from God and to say, no, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to live life in my own image that I designed, and I will change my name. That's just evil, man.
Well, now
it's evil.
I'm gonna go back to that flying part. I had a buddy back when we was kids. He thought he could fly. We had a lot of fun with him. Bless his heart.
I bet you did.
Yeah, he
push him off the roof.
A couple of broken legs and this, that, and the other. But yeah, we had a lot of fun with him.
But that's just it. Here's the thing: people need to get over themselves and understand that this whole trans thing, this is a mental disorder. It really is.
Right.
And if you don't believe that, you need to go look in the mirror and stare at yourself in the mirror and say, am I a serious person? Because you're not, if you believe that this is a totally normal thing. It's not a normal thing.
No.
Is something wrong there? Doesn't mean we shouldn't love on these people and guide them and correct them in life and help them to get to a more steady state in their mind. But the fact is, there's something wrong there. And all they've done is they've built this person up and let him believe this is okay to be this way.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, now here you go. Adding to that, the Minnesota mayor, he says we need to stand up for the trans community. That's what he's saying now. After the shooting, we need to stand up for the trans community.
But that's like saying we need to stand up for crazies and support their craziness.
What he's saying.
And that's what's dangerous about that. You can't do that. What they do is they coddle these people and they make them think it's okay to be that way. And then when society doesn't appreciate them, then they allow them to be victims and support them in their victimhood.
Okay, so
it's just it is self-perpetuating nonsense mess.
Now
it's
we
a disaster.
Now we got the Democrat Party are supporting this. Most of them are coming out in support of the trans community and supporting all that nonsense.
Look, you go ahead.
They have been on the wrong side of history from the get-go. I mean, who was it, the Republicans or the Democrats for abolishing slavery?
That was the Republicans.
Oh, that was the Republicans. Yeah. Granting citizenship to freed slaves. Who was that?
Yeah, it was our team.
Yeah. Right. Voting rights for African Americans.
Yeah.
Reconstruction efforts.
Yeah.
Keep
going.
Civil Rights Acts of 1875.
Who did the KKK?
That's right. The Democrats did.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't
understand. And the list just keeps going.
But it seems like there's more than just the support the trans movement going on. There's also a don't give me your prayer nonsense movement going on.
Yeah.
What is that
Jim
about?
Psaki, do you see that?
Yeah, Peppermint Patty hates prayers. Mayor Jacob Frey hates prayers. What in the world? And now, so again, another 80-20 issue. Are you going to go down on and die on that hill?
Right.
Because that's
I was shocked that she came out yesterday.
I wasn't shocked at all. I mean, with who she said.
Well, my point is that you want to think that people that are at least an educated person like herself, she is, would have enough sense not to run off that cliff right after an event like this. I mean, that was shocking that she would come out and
just trying to get noticed.
Slamming, kidding.
Just trying to get
slamming
noticed.
prayer left and right, and just how that's basically nonsense, that we need to do something beyond prayer. and which is true. I mean, you've got to do other things, but the fact is you don't discount prayer outright the way she did. She's like, it's a total waste of time. People praying.
You had children.
Well, if she don't know God,
died.
it probably is. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Pat? You're being awful quiet. What's your 2 cents on this?
It's a mental health issue.
Yeah. Look, you had children who died praying.
Right.
Do you not have the couth it takes not to attack prayer at that particular moment in time?
That's exactly my point.
Difficult
That's
to
why I'm
do?
saying it's so shocking. Look, she's not like this is a stupid woman. You would think you have enough sense.
Tact.
But apparently, yeah, exactly. But
now they're going to start hollering gun control again. Here we go with gun control, gun control.
No, they won't in this case.
You don't think so?
No. You know why?
Because it's transgender and it's one of their.
No, because they were 3 different guns used. One was a pistol, one was a shotgun, and one was a rifle. None of them were an assault weapon.
Right.
Oh.
So it's not going to be a gun control, because what are they going to do? Are they going to ban every gun?
Well, that's what
Is
they'd
that-
like to do.
Of
They would
course.
like to do that. They really would.
Absolutely, they do.
Nobody's gonna allow that.
One of the things that always goes through my mind is most of these perps are sub-20s, probably still living at home. Where are the parents, and why don't the parents know their kids?
They do. They do know their kids, but it's like, it's okay, honey. You're fine. You're great. You're going to be something wonderful. Everything's all right. Instead of, hey, sit down, shut up. You need to listen. You're doing it wrong.
Well, wait a minute. In society's view, because of the age, they're adults.
I know they're adults, but my daddy told me, and I told my kids the same thing, son, you'll never be too old for me to wear you out. And I don't care how old they are. If they're in the wrong and they're doing wrong, I'm going to line them out. I just feel like that's my problem as a parent. My daddy's 89 years old. If he walked in here right now and wear me out, I'd probably just turn around and let him wear me out. But I have respect for my parents, very much respect for my parents. I have respect for the law. I try to do what's right.
Right.
These people have no respect for nobody, because I can do what I want to, when I want to. I can be whoever I want to. You can't, I mean, I know it's a freedom. We got freedom, but my freedom ends where yours begins. Is that not kind of way?
I can do anything from my seat in the basement
I mean,
at my
honestly,
keyboard.
Yeah. And you got kids that they stay on TikTok all the time, and I'm bringing that up or whatever else. They need to be out playing, riding four-wheelers, building forts and huts and stuff like that. But yeah.
Back to what you were saying a second ago, Satanism is essentially self-worship.
Right.
And I think that's a lot of what this is. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. They're putting aside the image of God that God created, and they're inserting their own image in their own likeness that they've created.
Well, you know what it is. In another way of saying it is, it's selfish.
Yeah,
it's vastly,
very selfish.
It's hugely selfish. And I think that in general is a problem in this society, especially in the United States. You were mentioning, Stephen, TikTok and Instagram and these kinds of things. People are so wrapped up in being somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And catching up with that person they're seeing on TikTok that's got this lavish lifestyle. It may be real or not, but the point is they're aspiring for this other thing and how to make their life, be fulfilled and be great in themselves. People are wrapped up in themselves entirely in this country now, and that leads to some of these problems. And, Loophole saying here, this is an entirely selfish act. Everything about this is hugely selfish.
Yeah.
How he identifies, the life he wants to maintain like that, taking other people's lives, and then taking his own life, because that's selfish too. The fact of the matter is he killed himself. That's a cowardly thing. That is unbelievably selfish in itself.
That is the most cowardly thing to do.
So
but we appreciate it.
Oh, sure. I'm not saying we don't see the net result of that being a good thing, but the point is it still is.
Yeah.
And that's a different subject, and a larger commentary.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, you go on the suicide things. I got mixed emotions on that too, because I know people, loved ones that I know that have committed suicide.
Sure, absolutely.
And nobody knows the reasons why. And I believe that your brain can malfunction just as much as your heart or your liver or anything else. So, but
that's right.
This thing here was a crazy person shooting people, and at the end killed himself. I think that's a different type of suicide all the way around.
Yeah, it is. And you're right. Yeah. And the thing about it is, stick to that core subject there. This is what they ought to be focusing on: is what caused this. What caused this is a mental disorder.
Yeah,
that's what it is. They don't need to. No one needs to deviate from the script beyond that. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. What caused this was a nut.
Mm-hmm.
But what caused his disorder?
And there's my point. And so let's start evaluating that and looking into that. And I'm saying today that this society in the U.S., especially the left, is building that up, is supporting that nuttiness and making it an okay thing and a right thing. And there's nothing to be seen here thing. And in fact, there is, because you just saw it yesterday. You saw what happened when a nut job is allowed to do what he feels like doing. A nut job that's supported by society. There you go. That's a problem.
Well, and the Democrats are supporting us. Mike, you got something to say? I love to hear Mike talk. Say something, Mike.
Got that golden voice.
Oh yeah, Just looking across and listening to Stephen there, he just said a lot of stuff. I had something to add, but it went away. So never mind.
Have some coffee, Mike.
We got to hear
I need a cup.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can load all these folks up and send them to gonorrhea with that other dude. What do you think? I mean, we got to put them somewhere. Let's send them down there to gonorrhea.
You can go hang with.
What you got to do is quit supporting them. You got to have a society that gets serious.
I don't
and gets
support
real.
I
know. I'm talking about, but we got to get rid of this agenda in the United States from the left that wants to support this and make this okay. And this is totally fine, because it's not totally fine, because all you're doing is just you're essentially, as you saw yesterday, you're extending a license to kill. You're extending this license to go out there and be a nut in society, and everybody's okay with it.
And
that's what they want, and it's not.
I've never been around one. I really hadn't, but they're like, when you're around them, they're like, they feel like, oh, look who I am. I'm somebody.
Well, it's freaking, because they
self-worship.
Yeah, there you go.
Self-worship.
But again, I want to go back to something I said at the very beginning. It's not just these folks. This hasn't been these school shootings and things have not been exclusive transgender thing. It's been a series of nuts across the spectrum.
Yeah.
And there's what we got to get a hold of is providing help for all these types of people across the board that have mental issues and things. Keep guns out of their hands, but we need to do a better job of identifying the core issues there.
But one of the
so it isn't really a political issue. It's a mental health issue.
It is. Absolutely. Now, the political part I'm bringing into this today is simply to say that the left is supporting this particular group, saying it's okay, and they're not. These are crazy people. But it's across the board, though, of the mental issues in the U.S. that lead to these kinds of problems.
Let Mike talk a minute.
But so often they go back forensically, and there were signs. Almost every one of these cases had signs, and people, the person was putting out like calls for help or doing this or doing that, putting their manifestos out. But nobody is willing to go and try to intervene. You can't encroach on their rights.
Exactly.
Mike, let me ask you a question. What would you have people do? Because right now we don't have any accommodations for mentally unhealthy people. We don't have any place to send them.
I got a good point.
So what would somebody who sees the signs, what would they do?
I'll answer that question. Being a parent, I think the parents are to take responsibility for their kids. Would you not think it's
Amen.
That's right.
That's phase one.
Remember the kid, was it Parkland or whatever? What was the one down in Florida?
But here's the thing. It's not somebody else's problem. It's your problem. If your kid's crazy, you need to take care of your kid. It's not my problem to take care of your kid.
That's right. To Mike's point, though, the kid down in Parkland, down there in Florida, he literally himself calls in a couple times and talks to law enforcement, says, something's wrong with me. I think I want to do this bad thing. Please help me. The last time he did, they laughed at him on the phone.
Yeah.
The point is that his parents knew it. He knew it. He's literally crying for help. They find the kid after he does the shootings, sit on a park bench, just sitting there moping. And that's how they found him.
Yeah.
I mean, because so there was somebody self-identified. I got this mental problem. Come help me. There it is. We got to go out and help these folks when they've crying for help. And when you identify it, like you're saying, Stephen, when you see it, the parents see it or whatever, you got to step up to the plate and do the right thing, get help.
Yeah. But the help that's offered, though, that's what we have to change, because the help that's being offered currently clearly is insufficient.
Yeah.
We've got to change that.
A stigma. If you try to access the system, there's a stigma that people are afraid of, I think.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get to break, folks. We've about worked this to death, but anyway, that's what. Put it back over on Steve. I'm worried about him.
You got to do that.
Oh, I got to do that.
That's on you, brother.
Oh, I got to do that. Oh, well, let's get to a break.
We'll do that during break.
We'll get on the other side, folks. Y'all hang around. Hey, we want to thank Rose Auto for bringing you the show today. We'll be right back.
Warmer weather is coming, and that means you've got 50 places to go. And you're still in love with the truck that will get you there. So spring forward with accessories from Rose Auto in Blairsville.
Rose Auto.
Bed covers, towing systems, steps. Rose Auto has what you need to do it right. Just up from 515 on the Murphy Highway. Rose is the only way to get your ride to a ball game, a fishing trip, or an overnight camping trip.
Rose Auto.
Type in Rose Auto Accessories on Facebook. We're next to Mike's Seafood.
So your vehicle is stuck in your garage because of a broken garage door or operator? Maybe you want to replace that ugly garage door. Or if you're building a new garage, then call Appalachian Garage Doors in Blairsville on the Murphy Highway. Owners, builders, and contractors. Go to agaragedoors.com to see what we're up to. Service after the sale, and the service is really fast. Find us on Facebook or the web, agaragedoors.com, or just search Appalachian Garage Doors and let's get started.
Things are always changing at Jody's Antiques just behind Blairsville Cinema. New vendors, fresh seasonal finds, and our fall decor pop-up shop are ready for you all week long. Stop by Saturdays 11 to 2 for a tasting of fresh sourwood honey from Nantahala Honey Company. Plus, Grow and Grace brings infused, unfiltered honey. Don't forget our wall of cozy quilts, perfect for winter. Jody's Antiques and Sweets, behind the movie theater in Blairsville.
Hi, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Wiles.
And I'm Dr. Mary Beth Wiles. Caring for this community is our family tradition. Together, we bring 2 generations of trusted family-focused health care to the 5-county area. We treat our patients like family.
From women's health to chronic disease management, we're here for your whole health journey.
We are looking for patients who care about their health as much as we do.
Call 706-745-5541 or visit BlairsvilleInternalMedicine.com.
So how do you know your tax resolution specialist is good at what she does? It's when other CPAs call and say,
"Help, Debbie! I don't know how to battle the IRS like you do."
North Georgia Tax Solutions just recently took over a case and saved the client $82,000. Debbie did it and continues to do it for her clients.
Call Debbie Snelling at North Georgia Tax Solutions, whether it's hundreds or millions of dollars you owe. Call 706-745-3856 in Blairsville.
Chris here with the Loaded Cow. I'm joined by Olivia to explain why we have a cowbell by the front door. Tell them why, Olivia.
Come to the Loaded Cow and ring the bell. Oh, come to the Loaded Cow and ring the bell. Oh, my ice cream malicious, so utterly delicious. So come to the Loaded Cow and ring the bell.
If we've made you happy, let us know by ringing the bell on your next visit to the Loaded Cow.
Hey fellas, you're dreaming of trailer hitches, bed covers, LED light bars, and bulbs. Not a bad gift for the missus, right? Get them at Rose Auto in Blairsville on the Murphy Highway. Rose Auto specializes in customizing your vehicle.
All righty, we're back with you. I love that song, no doubt about it. But I reckon the Illinois Democratic governor, man, says we will not stand idly by if President Trump makes good on his threat to deploy the National Guard to Chicago.
Yeah, Pritzker.
We ain't going to stand it. We're going to keep our criminals.
Well, Pritzker can't stand long anyways. Let's face it. The guy has to
Yeah,
take
no
he has to take
kidding.
an air break every 30 seconds. Let's just put that right out there.
Yeah, I do. You know, one thing I didn't like about what he said in his comments, he says, you know, we keep our promises.
We keep our
promises.
That's what he
Like
said.
Trump doesn't. Well, what is that? I don't know.
We promise not to lock up nobody. We promise
Look,
to let
he-
everybody
he's a-
run wild. Yeah, yeah.
He's an idiot. And, you know, I've mentioned this on shows past. You know, Chicago is a beautiful city downtown, in the major part of downtown Chicago.
I've actually
and
been
I
there.
wish all Americans would go and check it out. The problem is like, for example, on the South Side, it is a demilitarized zone. It is one of the scariest places I've ever been in my
But
life.
here's the thing, though.
And
they've got them coming up on the L train.
That's right.
And they're
That's
getting
the
off
problem.
on that. What's that called? A 1,000,000 mile mark.
That's right.
The
It's
Miracle Mile.
Miracle Mile. They rob people, get back on the L train, they're gone before anybody knows.
That's right. Yeah. So there is a big problem. Trust me, I've seen it in person. And yeah, we need to have that corrected. And then people can come enjoy it, like Washington, D.C. They're getting Washington, D.C. tightened up. I mean, the whole world ought to be able to come see our capital and enjoy it and not be terrified.
We actually talked to Andrew Clyde's group of folks come down. What was it? When was it?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yesterday.
And I asked him, I said, okay, y'all live in Washington, D.C. How's the
days ago.
crime? How's the crime? They said, so much better. So much better.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's nice to be able to walk outside and not get shot. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
right?
I don't
Shot,
understand, though.
carjacked, mugged.
How does people feel entitled that they can just go and do that? Why do they feel like they can just go and steal and take and do and anything they want to do and it's okay?
Self worship.
Well, that and there's not enough to slap them down if they do. The thing is, there's no if like what you're asking is feeling
why
entitled. If you know there's not going to be that much punishment to follow, then why worry?
There's
If you
no
know there's
consequences.
there's no consequences. If you know there's not enough law enforcement out there to even stop you or even bother to, then why worry?
Forget getting arrested, because if you get arrested, you get cashless bail anyway.
That's exactly
So
it. So the thing is, like,
there's no consequences to your actions. That's why they feel they can get away with it.
there you go.
I think another big problem is they don't know God. I bet to be honest with you.
That's what I meant by self worship.
Self worship. Yeah.
Self worship is Satanism.
But then there's consequences if you're trying to defend yourself against them.
Yeah, that's the
You
thing.
can't do that, or you'll end up in jail.
Yeah.
Well, look at those two poor teenage girls in Scotland. That one 14-year-old girl and her 12-year-old girl, she got arrested for defending herself and her sister from this Bulgarian guy that they were just saying, look, stay away from me and my sister. Don't hurt us. Don't touch us. She gets arrested for brandishing a weapon, not the guy that was stalking them.
It's the continuation of what we're talking about before the break with this school thing. We misidentify who the bad guys are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
That's
don't.
it. The eyes not.
Right.
When I say we, I'm talking about the why these things happen.
Well, don't put me in that bucket.
global
I ain't in that
society.
bucket.
You know,
I'm
so
again it.
I'm again
we
it.
got it. People got to get serious, man. That's what it boils down to. People
Well,
need to get serious.
Okay, the honest people of Chicago.
Think about this for a second.
What?
There are people who listen to this show who will think that Stephen has got a mental health issue.
Well,
Very true.
You talking
And
about?
I have a mental health issue.
We know that.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Here's the difference.
that's what makes it such a slippery slope.
Here's
It's
the
like,
difference.
if you don't agree with me, you've got a mental health issue.
Okay, here's the difference between that. Okay, I'm crazy. I know dang well I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. That don't bother me. It's them folks that's crazy that don't think they're crazy.
Yeah.
Like Pat Malone that you got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you know you're
exactly.
crazy, you're
Well, the
good to
thing
go.
about it is that I think
Thanks for affirming what I just said, Stephen.
there you go.
I think you'd find more people standing on the side of me as far as, you know,
That's
right
right.
and wrong. And
Hey, that doesn't mean they're sane.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
kinda
look at some of the comments that are on the YouTube.
Oh, let's see here. Yeah, I love it, man. Are you kidding? Come on, man. But now let me ask you something. Do you not think the people of Chicago, that the honest people, the working people, the people that's got businesses in Chicago that's trying to survive, would not gladly welcome the National Guard to quit and stop the crime?
Of course they would.
They would like the crime stopped.
Right. By any means necessary. Look,
No. I don't think that's true.
Well, I don't know. This is a federalism question. I know it's states' rights versus federal government's rights, and I get that. But at the end of the day, do you care who's signing the paycheck for the cop that just saved you from being carjacked? Do you care if it's the federal government or the state government, so long as you got protected from getting your stuff stolen by the bad guys?
Therein lies one of the big problems we have. We all are focused on the results, and we're all saying we don't care how we get there. Just get there.
Okay, so what's the problem with that?
That's dangerous.
Is it?
Dang right it is. It's not,
Yeah, it is.
It's dangerous to get robbed
is
with a
it-
gun. Armed
I
robbery
was
is
going to
dangerous.
thank you. That is it more dangerous
Yeah.
than getting carjacked and mugged and robbed?
Okay, well, we're justifying it again by the lesser of two evils. How wonderful is that?
Hey,
We got evil one and evil two.
don't-
Two is less evil. Let's pick him.
I don't see calling in the National Guard evil. I'm sorry, I just don't.
He can't call the National Guard. It
Pat,
is, as you said, a states' rights issue. The governor has to ask him to send the National Guard in.
Okay, then let's talk DC.
Yeah.
DC is entirely different because it's not a state.
Well,
The
it's the same.
president has the power. Always has had the power over DC. Did I lose you? Okay. All right.
sight, or people losing sight of how the solution happened.
Right.
You're talking about, and so on a kind of a more historical perspective, what Pat's kind of arguing is this is what you saw in the rise of Nazi Germany. Hey, I want to get you out of this Great Depression.
Right.
I want to make life better for you all. And basically the common man there in Germany is like, look, hey, this is good. It's making life better. So effectively what happens is at all costs, we don't really care what that cost is.
Wait a minute.
Our life is better.
Here's the
so
thing.
That's the more, Pat, isn't that correct? That's the more kind of a philosophical view of what can happen if it's we don't care how you do it, just get it done.
But here's the thing, Pat. I don't know if he can hear us now. We've been having trouble with this.
I can hear you now.
Okay, you're saying, oh, that's bad to do, get there however you want to get there. Okay, so you're going back to these folks are robbing and killing and stealing and thieving and all that kind of stuff, and there are no consequences. So when you take a National Guard out there and they're saying, hey, look, you pull that, we're going to shoot you. There's consequences, and I think that's the only thing that they recognize is consequences.
See, but that's wrong.
Why is it wrong?
Because you don't just shoot somebody for robbing a store. I mean, we're start from the basis we're a country of laws. You've got to obey the law.
The law ain't working. People don't obey the law because there's no laws, man.
The states aren't enforcing the laws that are on the books now.
Right.
That's the state's fault.
So the federal government should step in and do something about it.
Where is it justified under the law? If we're a country of laws, we've got to be a country of laws, not
state of emergency.
Let me ask you this question:
state of emergency, my ass.
How many times would somebody goes in and robs a liquor store and they get shot and killed? How long will it take before them folks say, "Man, you better not rob a liquor store; they'll kill you"?
We've been shooting people since the beginning of since guns were invented. We've been shooting people for doing bad stuff. Has it stopped the bad stuff from happening? Absolutely not.
Oh, yes, it has. Are you kidding?
Well, then we don't have any problems today because we've been doing it for 100 years.
Not lately, we ain't. Yeah, not lately, we ain't.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's still different than
10 U.S. Code 12406, federal law granting the president the authority to call members of the units of the National Guard and the Federal Service to repel an invasion, suppress a rebellion, or to carry out federal laws when regular forces are insufficient. Would you like me to find that? Would you like me to read the actual law for you now, or
no? You justified what I said.
I believe he just justified what I said.
I think so. I think I'm with Steve. I mean, loophole here. I'm on the loophole side. I'm a loophole.
What was the reasons that they were allowed to do that?
If the government is not enforcing the law or the states are not enforcing the law, you're able to enforce the law. Is that what I read?
Is that what you just said, Peggy?
Pretty much.
That's not what Peggy said.
That is too what he said.
That's what you heard. That's not what Peggy said.
What did I say, Pat?
You said rebellion and two other things, which I asked you to repeat and you didn't.
Invasion and executing the laws when the local authorities are insufficient.
That third one. What was that last one again?
Insufficient.
Local authorities are insufficient?
Correct.
Who decides that?
The crime stats.
Yeah.
No. The crime stats are not an inanimate object.
Hey, we
got a number of people who are complaining about being robbed and carjacked.
Well, this goes back to.
So, is there an overwhelming request for the federal government to step in Chicago?
You can argue that
81% of the people.
You can argue it either way, but really, still, this goes down to what I was saying the other day. It's an 80-20 issue, and people,
Quite
business
literally.
owners, women who just want to go to their cars.
Technically, it's 81-19.
You
But go
can
ahead.
argue like either side of it. I understand that, but really, what it boils down to is: do people want to get carjacked? And Trump is putting people. He's got flag burning, Cracker Barrel, transgen, any of that stuff. He's putting them on the 20% of the 80-20 issues,
right?
And that's why he's popular.
Well, okay, here's the problem. If everything comes down to an 80-20 issue, we are in deep doo-doo.
I know, but Pat,
because let's do a public poll. How do people feel about this? And then we'll do it that way rather than doing the law.
Why don't you ask these folks that lost their kids up there how they feel about it? That'd be who I'd start with. We have got to get to break. I am not.
Well, that's why I came in here. Tell you what you're giving away today.
Thanks, Packy.
Not to read federal law, just to have some fun and give away some West Tubing Company passes.
Oh, that's
giving
fun.
right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful weather for that.
What's the question, Pat?
The question is much easier today because I got a lot of complaints about too hard of questions. Question is, what actor served as mayor of Carmel, California?
Say it again now.
What actor served as mayor of Carmel, California.
All right, we got to get to. Hey, we got Gray Wolf on here. Says "Go Pat Go." Now, I don't know if that's Pat or Packy, but I think it's for Pat. I think he's on your side. I think we finally got somebody on the
You
thing.
found a fan.
You
Pat.
got a fan.
All
He's
right.
yeah.
That's a bot. He's trolling.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's get to a break. Hey, we want to thank Rose Auto. Y'all give us a call 706-379-9770. We'll be right back.
Warmer weather is coming, and that means you've got 50 places to go, and you're still in love with the truck that will get you there. So spring forward with accessories from Rose Auto in Blairsville.
Rose Auto.
Bed covers, towing systems, steps. Rose Auto has what you need to do it right. Just up from 515 on the Murphy Highway. Rose is the only way to get your ride to a ball game, a fishing trip, or an overnight camping trip.
Rose Auto.
Type in Rose Auto Accessories on Facebook. We're next to Mike's Seafood.
Nothing shines brighter under the Friday night's heights than a brand new Ford, and no better place to buy than Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. Take advantage of models in stock and on the lot at Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. From the moment you walk into the showroom, you'll know our commitment to customer service is second to none. Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville, 1493 Highway 64 West, 828-389-6325, and online at jjfordhayesville.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder.
Now you can find Mounted Insurance in Blue Ridge, a division of More Insurance on 515 between the UCB and the Burger King. Call Jeremy Payne at 706-632-2274 for a fast and accurate quote.
Summer starts here, and there's no better team to help you find your perfect spot than Mountain Realty. Mountain Realty specializes in lakefront homes, cozy cabins, mountain retreats, and everything in between. Our knowledgeable licensed agents in Georgia and North Carolina are here to help. Let this be the summer you find your place in the mountains. Call 706-896-2283 or visit mountainrealty.com. Your next adventure starts here.
I was trying to be good this week, stick to the budget. Then I found out I could get a full McDonald's breakfast, sandwich, hash browns, and my favorite small soft drink or premium roast coffee for just $4 in the McD app. The $4 breakfast combo meal comes with options: sausage McMuffin with egg, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, and more. So in the end, it felt like the responsible decision, but also delicious. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 12/31/25 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Must opt into rewards.
Your Feel Better starts here.
Your Feel Better starts with Healthy Smiles by Dr. B in Hayesville. Are you afraid or embarrassed to smile because of decayed or discolored teeth? Dr. B uses the latest white fillings, all porcelain crowns, and laser teeth whitening. Visit healthysmilesbydrb.com and get the beautiful smile you've always wanted, so you can start feeling better about yourself. Call 828-389-7305 to make an appointment.
The weekend is getting closer, and a trip to Bell Mountain or the lake is always a possibility. Make sure your truck is accessorized by Rose Auto in Blairsville. Bed liners, LED lights, and more. You want to be a pickup man? Do it with Rose Auto in Blairsville. The only way to go.
All righty, we're back with you. Who we got on the phone?
We got Dan.
Dan, you there with us, brother?
Yep.
Hey, man, how are you this morning? You got to ask yourself a question. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? A man's got to know his limitations, ain't no doubt.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Who was the mayor? Who was it, Pat? The mayor, where at?
Carmel, California.
Carmel, California.
Clint Eastwood was my guess. That's the only one I could think of.
Your guess is correct. Congratulations.
Yeah, you win. You felt lucky, punk. Yeah. What are you doing today, man?
I'm pulling wrenches.
Doing what?
Pulling wrenches, working on cars.
Wrenches,
oh,
right
I know how that is. Golly, yeah. Don't you just love them? Yeah. Don't you
Oh, yeah, especially when you're having to catch up on your own maintenance.
Yeah, that ain't good. So anyway, you won, man. We got you right here. So I guess they've called your name in over there, and all you got to do is just show up, and you're good to go with it.
Dan, what's your last name, bud?
Patterson.
Thanks, bud.
All right, man. Where you calling from?
Blairsville.
Blairsville. So you working at home, or you got a shop, or what?
Yeah, working at home. I'm just catching up on a bunch of my own maintenance today.
Yeah, maintenance for sissies, man. We run them to the quit.
That's
and get
right.
Another one.
Well, when the wheel falls off, you got to put it back on.
All right, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, going back to all this argument we've been doing, you have to give it to Clint Eastwood. There's nothing wrong with shooting somebody as long as it's the right person getting shot. That's
I love Clint.
There you go.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you about another man. It's my dad. It's his birthday. We had him on the show once. You know when we had him? You know he has that Notley River Valley Vineyards up there in Murphy.
Yeah.
It's his 74th birthday today. Love you, Dad. You're the best.
Happy birthday, pops.
Yeah. Happy birthday. What's your dad's name?
You know my dad's name. It's my name. He's another Steve. He would be. We had him today before.
Bring him in.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm the second. So he's Steve as well. Steve Thompson.
Oh well. All I know is if I get in a fight somewhere, I don't want Pat Malone involved in it because they'd be like, "Oh, this is not correct. We shouldn't do this." Oh Lord. It's been fun. I reckon Tesla sales has plunged 40% in Europe as Chinese EV rivals. I reckon BYD, they're tripled their sales.
Wasn't that a Michael Jackson song?
Yeah. That's a pretty young thing. That's BYD.
Close enough. Close enough.
That's because they're cheap.
BYD.
Yeah.
I will say this: BYD came out with the fastest electric car in the world.
Yeah.
They introduced it here.
You know what BYD stands for? Bring your duct tape.
Bring your duct tape. Bring your duct tape. I love it. Exactly.
Big yellow dud. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine buying a Chinese electric car?
Hey,
you get electrocuted going down the road.
I'll tell you what's weird is this: you go to other countries, like when I'm down in South America, you see all these car dealerships that are Chinese cars I've never heard of in my life. There's all these Chinese cars.
Yeah. Hey, I like BYD. That's the name of the company. You blew your dough. Yeah, you just
blew your dough.
Oh Lord, yeah. What a bunch of junk, man. I'm telling you, it looks pretty now, but tomorrow it's gonna be, they got these cars that you can buy over there. It looks like Hummers and stuff like that. Right. They're like smaller.
They're like Temu Hummers.
Yeah, that's it.
A bummer.
Oh well, Pat, you all right? You still man?
I am lovely.
Yeah.
I'm getting this great readings of the comments. I understand it's my generation's fault that the world is in the shape it is.
Yeah,
but I think that's pretty typical because none of us want to take responsibility.
I'll take it. I don't care. Yeah. Y'all did time out instead of whipping people. That's what's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Spock.
Did you do time out?
Did I do time out?
Yeah.
Hell no.
You sound like
Do I look like Corporal Punishment or?
Hey, I think is Andrew Clyde calling tomorrow, Packy? Yeah, we got Andrew Clyde calling tomorrow. You got some hard questions. I actually got to meet Andrew. Finally, and
he's coming back.
He's coming Friday.
What a surprise!
He still didn't give me his cell phone number.
Yeah.
Talk to my people.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, just call her. I said, wait a minute. Everybody else got your phone. I want your phone number.
What he said was, have Smart Steve give me a call.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he said. Oh, well, folks, we appreciate you. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow back here on the dish. Y'all be good. Take care, Pat.
W249DB and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look at here.